Alright, so a couple of people have asked me about my workstation and about basically where I accomplish all of my goody things that I do. So I figured I'd do this video real quick to show what my workstation looks like. I guess it'll give people other ideas for kind of what works for me and see kind of like what works for them, maybe out of getting some inspiration or something. So without further ado, alright, I have a keyboard, obviously. This is a backlit keyboard I just got as a replacement for a like 10-year-old old Dell mechanical keyboard. This is a CM Storm Devastator. I'm assuming it's a gaming keyboard, but as a generic backlit keyboard that's good for long periods of typing, for coding, and other programming things, it's pretty good. It feels decent on my hands. The keys are pretty clear and easy to see when they're backlit. They're not easy to see when you're not backlit. But they're generally pretty easy to use. I like the feel of the key. It's a membrane keyboard, but it's pretty solidly built. It came with a mouse, backlit mouse as well, which is pretty good overall. I've enjoyed it so far. The mouse has a couple of weird gizmos for, I guess, gamery people, but again, I'm not much of a gamer. I have for my second keyboard, or for my second computer, I have a simple wireless mouse, which is a backup. I use it sometimes when I'm working on one computer and need to switch to the other one just for like adjusting minor things. Okay, so you can see the heart of my display. I have two 31.5-inch Samsung flat screen televisions. One is hooked up to my 13-inch convertible laptop running Windows 8. The other is hooked up, along with this portrait mode monitor, to a 15-inch laptop running Windows 7. Both of these have Cooler Master cooling pads, the mesh ones that are like 20 or 30 bucks off of Steam, or off of Amazon. So they're not bad. I think they actually make the keyboard as well. The monitors are the same model and use the same remote. I can adjust the volume of both of them with one. This here is portrait mounted with a very heavy duty stand. That's steel. Very large stand. I do have a Xbox 360 controller, which is normally plugged into my computer. I don't use it very much. It's more for testing. However, I do have my girlfriend's Xbox 360, which she brought over, which can connect to one of these. And this is a nice way of having a second controller for that, or backup. We don't tend to really use that much, though, because all she plays is Viva Pinata, and I don't play that many video games. Alright, other than that, I mean, I have my dresser, which has, you know, clothes in it. I have a cat bed in the bottom. In the top, I have a drawer of, you know, stuff like condoms and underwear and shit like that, and belts and whatever. That goes back in there. A nice view to the outside, too. Yeah. And I have a cat. And a messy floor that I need to clean up. And the clothes are not a mess there. Those clothes are actually there for a reason. I'm about to put them on. It's cold as fuck out here. Because it's, Central East Coast America in winter. Temperature's like 15 degrees. So yeah, I have a large... Oh, I forgot to mention, I do have Mouse Without Borders, which, if you're not familiar with it, is a very useful screen sharing program. It's basically a virtual KVM. You can drag your mouse from one screen to the other, and these are different computers connected by an Ethernet cable. And the mouse, it all works the same. Same thing goes for keyboard, too. You can lock it so that it will not transfer between the two screens with one button, and it is free. It is a free Microsoft Garage project. It is fuck all simple to set up. There's no reason why anybody can't set it up. It's very, very simple. And it lets you basically use all three of these screens, these two different separate laptop computers, as one computer. You can even copy from one's clipboard and paste it to the other one. So it is very, very useful for that. And that is a good thing. Very good. The portrait monitor is pretty useful. These two monitors, by the way, run, I believe, 1366 by 768. Although I can run them in higher resolution, I choose not to, because it looks best like this, obviously, but also, I don't notice a difference. And this here runs, it's an Acer 1916W, mounted portrait. and it runs at I think 1440 by 900, and that is a cat. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks, asshole.